Hi, I'm Tori Prager, and I'm 17 years old. I go to Lenape High School, and I'm a soccer player. Soccer has always been a huge part of my life, but I've never been the most talented or gifted player. But for some reason, God gave me this love and passion for the game. But because I lacked a natural ability, He made me work really hard and show me what hard work is. But as I grew older, my faith in God grew, and the demands of soccer grew more. And I soon began to question, is this what He wanted me to do? I began to question this because it started to become hard to do both. On one end, soccer was getting more time-consuming, and on the other hand, God was leading me to get more involved with youth ministry and to serve Him. So when Philly came up, I was very selfish and thought about my own needs rather than the kids'. I was stressed about how to stay in shape for the upcoming season, and rather than sharing God's love to these kids. So I decided to fit training in by running early in the morning before we started each day. But when I got to Philly, despite my own plans, God showed me that He had a better plan for me this week, which reminds me of a verse my mom showed me in Proverbs 16:9. We can make our own plans, but the Lord determines our steps. So on Sunday, as my group and I were preparing for our first day of the week, I just opened my Bible to Hebrews 11:1, and it reads, "Faith is the confidence that what we hope for will actually happen. It gives us the assurance about things we cannot see." And God just said to me, "Hey, Tori, just have faith in me and devote yourself to sharing my word to these kids, and I will take care of you and your concerns with staying in shape for the season ahead." So this time I gave it all up to God, but apparently I didn't. Monday morning came and we set out for the street where we thought we were supposed to be at. We set up for Bible club, and God blessed us with great kids who are hungry for Him. It was a great morning, and we were all excited, praising and thanking God as we arrived back to the church we were staying at. But Pastor Jim told us that we went to the wrong street. But in our hearts and minds, we didn't feel like we were at the wrong street. We felt like this is where God wanted us to be. So instead of having the usual 2 groups a day, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, we took on 2 groups in the morning and one in the afternoon. This had its positive and negatives. The positive was that we got to share God's love and His word to more and more kids, but the negatives were it took away our own personal prayer, worship, and devos. And to make matters worse, our afternoon group was very difficult because there were about 6 or 7 teenage boys who insisted on hanging around and be obnoxious and distracting to the kids that we were trying to reach. With all of this, our group became very tired and really exhausted. So by Wednesday, we were totally drained and didn't have anything left. But by the grace of God, before we went out in the afternoon and the third group of the day, Kelsey, our leader, said we had an hour to go off and spend it all with God. So I used this time to do my personal devotions and pray. I opened my devotional for that day, and this is what God shared with me. "I am working on your behalf. Bring me all of your concerns, including your dreams. Talk with me about everything, letting the light of my presence shine on your hopes and plans. Spend time allowing my light to infuse your dreams with life, gradually transforming them into reality. This is a very practical way of collaborating with me. I, the creator of the universe, have designed to co-create with you. Do not try to hurry this process. If you want to work with me, you have to accept my time frame. Hurry is not in my nature." God was clearly telling me, "Tori, I want to hear your worries and concerns. Talk to me about them. But have faith in me. No matter what happens, I'll take care of everything." And that's what happened. I gave everything to Him. I prayed the prayer that earlier I was afraid to ask, the prayer that I was so scared of because I was afraid of the answer. But this time I had faith. So I asked, "Lord, soccer is what I want in my life, but is that what you want for me? Is that part of your plan? Do you want me playing? If you don't, Lord, show me. Show me that I shouldn't play, and I'll give it up for you. I trust you will handle everything. But Lord, if you want me to play, show me, and I'll play for you, God." Soon we were off to the third club of the day, and I was thinking about all that had happened. But I had faith in God, and I know he would handle everything. So now it was time to focus on the kids and devote myself to sharing his word. As I arrived to the third group, I brought my ball with me like I always do. And a little kid asked if he could pass with me. So I started passing, and the teenage boys started making comments. They were like, oh, okay, like she plays soccer. Okay, I see you. She's got skills. So I challenged him, the one that spoke out. And I said, if I win to a 1v1 match, that he has to come sit at my Bible club. And his friends went wild. They went crazy, and they were like teasing him, making fun of him. And you guys all know boys, they have too much pride to turn down any challenge, especially to a girl. So as he ran to get his sneakers on, I was setting up, and I just prayed for God to give me the strength because I was exhausted to begin with. Now everyone's starting to surround, like his neighbors came out, all of his friends were videotaping, and I beat him pretty good, 5-0. It was pretty awesome. So, but he started complaining, and he was being a baby, saying it wasn't fair. Like, he was out of shape, and I played soccer, so I said, okay, like, if that's how you're going to act, you can choose the best athlete in your friend group, and I'll challenge you guys to 2v1. And if you win, then you don't have to come to my Bible club anymore, but if I win, all of you guys have to come and sit. And again, they have too much pride to say no, so they accepted the challenge. And it was really hard, and it went for a long time, but I beat them pretty badly again, 5-0. And it was even more awesome. So all 6 and 7 boys came to sit at our club, and they actually participated pretty well. They answered questions and sang the songs, and it felt like they were supposed to be there. So when finally the club was done, we packed up and got into our van, and I realized that God answered my prayers in a matter of 2 hours. God showed me that he didn't want me to quit soccer, but he doesn't want soccer to be what I live for. God wants himself to be what I live for. Life isn't about soccer. Life is about devoting myself to God. But God showed me I can use soccer to live my life for him, to play for him, and give him all the glory. This week showed me that God answers prayers. All you have to do is have faith in him. Thank you.